From the Vindabona studio in downtown Boston, it's closing time with Kevin Seefried. I'm Amanda Breen, special guest Ian Blau, musical guest Royale. Here's your host, Kevin Seefried.
Thanks. Yeah, guys, welcome to Closing Time. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much for being here. I'm your host, Kevin Seefried. Let's get into the news. A high schooler in Oklahoma has broken a 49-year-old record for most times being hit by a pitch in a season. The weird thing, he's not even on a baseball team. A new study shows that casual pot use can cause brain abnormalities in young people. Do you guys see this? Apparently, smoking destroys the part of your brain that wants to talk about anything besides pot. A Pennsylvania high school student was just suspended for interrupting a school event to ask Miss America to prom. He interrupted an event. Miss America really lived up to her title by punishing anyone who tried to get inside of her. A study published this week in the American Journal of Psychiatry suggests that the mental and physical toll of bullying persists for decades.
Won't somebody come take me home?
Doubt it. I saw this. A cop in Tennessee just got fired after he pepper sprayed and shot a squirrel. In his defense, the squirrel was a peaceful protester.
So it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. After smoking PCP, Los Angeles rapper Andre Johnson severed his penis and then jumped off of a building last week. Andre is usually known for giving girls the D, but in this case they had to go up to retrieve it. The government of America recently approved a new type of powdered alcohol, so in case you aren't quite ready to swallow alcohol, you can still have your mom mix it into your applesauce. Amanda?
Yeah,
Is that powdered alcohol?
it's fun dip.
Oh, okay. A woman in Montana just found a python in her apartment. Said Los Angeles rapper Andre Johnson, "Oh, how did that get there?" A charity hockey game between the New York Police Department and the New York Fire Department turned into a giant brawl last week. Police reports indicate that the firefighters started it.
So that's unbiased.
Yeah,
That's unbiased.
exactly. South Dakota has finally solved the deaths of two 17-year-old girls who died in 1971. It was rat poison.
It was.
Yeah, just facts. This is terrifying. This is horrifying. During an Easter egg hunt last weekend, a 4-year-old girl wound up finding a dead body. Yeah, the girl was traumatized to find out it was not full of candy. While the girl was upset, she did say that it was better than just finding a hard-boiled egg that had been sitting in a bush. Easter's weird, you know? A new analysis shows that 12 million Americans every year, 12 million Americans are misdiagnosed by their medical professionals. Luckily, I have a great podiatrist, so I know for sure that I'm pregnant.
I have prostate cancer.
The proceeds from the show will be going to Amanda's prostate. Miley Cyrus was recently hospitalized after having an allergic reaction to antibiotics. Heroin. Reports from a neighborhood in Arizona state that it has been overrun by stray chihuahuas. In other words, a neighborhood in Arizona has come up with a new racial slur, and it's chihuahuas. This is about Boston. Doctors in a Boston hospital have started using Google Glass in the emergency room. Doctors are really excited that whenever they start to feel disenchanted during surgery, they can just catch up on Grey's Anatomy to remember why they got into the game. The University of Missouri's head coach, the head coach of their basketball team, Frank Haith, quit via text message last week. I can't believe that he was able to find an emoji of a guy just shitting on his boss's desk. Can we talk?
This is Missouri. What's up?
It's just, I don't think this is working out.
What?
It's not you. It's me, Frank Haith.
I'm the best school that ever happened to you. Is that an emoji of someone shitting on my desk?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Similar story. A man who peed in his coworker's coffee has been ordered to pay $5,000 in damages. Yeah, apparently he had to cover the cost of 2 more coffees from Starbucks. One was a Frappuccino, so that elevates it. The parents of a 3-year-old boy who was reported missing were relieved to find him safe and sound in a claw machine in a bowling alley. You know they're not good parents because they thought safe and sound meant being locked in a claw machine in a bowling alley. A man in New York recently sued a credit rating agency after they refused to acknowledge him in their records because his first name was God. I don't know, this is a big step for God because it used to be whenever people refused to acknowledge him, he would just turn them into salt. Amateur monster hunters, always the start of a good story, amateur monster hunters claim that they found proof of the Loch Ness Monster using Apple Maps. And if you look at their research, it's actually pretty compelling. In fact, we can actually show you exactly what they did. I think we have that. Can we zoom in a little bit? And a little bit more? It's right there. So, compelling facts. Families in Kansas are complaining because Michelle Obama is speaking at their children's high school graduation, and that means fewer seats for friends and family. Yeah, apparently the First Lady refused to bring her own chair.
That's so weird. I bring mine everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Seems pretty simple to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, some people don't travel with chairs because they're, the president. Recently, a U.S. senator was nearly struck by a train while he was giving a speech about railroad safety. It continues in the long-standing U.S. political tradition of saying one thing and then almost being hit by a train. In a marketing stunt, a Mustang was parked on the observation deck of the Empire State Building. Surprisingly, it wasn't a stunt for Ford, but for the upcoming reboot of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I saw this. One of the most prolific Wikipedia contributors in the site's history recently died. Then again, I read that on Wikipedia, so who knows? An Arkansas man, I saw this, he found a 6-carat diamond in a national park. Unfortunately, he still can't find his son. This is very serious. If you've seen a young boy who responds to Jeremy, please let him know. We're kidding, of course. His son is currently locked in a claw machine in a local bowling alley. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show planned for you tonight. Ian Blau, the host of Happy Garden, is here. And we also have Royale, who will be performing later in the night. We have a great show. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Closing Time. This is our last episode of the semester. We're really excited. Amanda, do you have big summer plans?
Well, I think I'll go on some trips. Like, I haven't really planned anything yet, but I'm definitely gonna go. Yeah.
Just any kind of trip?
Yeah, just like, I'm not big of a planner, so I'm just gonna let it happen.
Yeah, that's how most trips happen.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Any are these like big trips or like to the grocery store?
Well, I will have to go to the grocery store, so I will make a trip there occasionally. But yeah, I want to go on some big trips, like some road trips, some safaris, some underground subway tunnels.
Oh, you're gonna go on a trip to an underground subway tunnel?
Yeah.
I love that that's after the safari. Like the safari is the first, and then we go to that, kind of moving upwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Here at Closing Time, we are big supporters of newly budding creative projects. And so I love to check out the wonderful website Kickstarter to see if there's anything that we can use the big Closing Time budget on. Some support we like to give them. So here are some of my recent favorites. First up, we have a project called Diet Fresca. This Kickstarter was created by Megan from Seattle, whose project is to collect every Snapple cap with a different fact and then compile a creative mural of them in her loft. Her stretch goal is to also collect Nantucket Nectar caps and burn them in public protest. Megan has a proposed goal of $28. Here are her rewards. If you pledge $10, you get an autographed Nantucket Nectar. For $20, you get an autographed Diet Snapple Apple. And for only $30, Megan will tattoo your face on her face. Limit 5. This next Kickstarter is for the music lover in all of us. It's a project from a group of Irish students to create a bagpipe sleep therapy machine. Their stretch goal is to elect Bono as King of Ireland. Sorry, re-elect Bono as King of Ireland. Their proposed goal is $100,000, but there is no price too small for a blissful night of sleep. And if you pledge $25 or more to this bagpipe sleep therapy machine, you'll get a fancy Irish accent. For $100, you'll get a set of kilt pajamas, which I'm told is just a kilt. And for $10,000, you get a dream date with a leprechaun. This next Kickstarter has a smaller goal. It's called Futon Crouton Meltdown, I Need a Bed. It's from Jared from Cincinnati, and he only wants $212 to get a new futon from Bed Bath & Beyond. If you help fund this project, Jared will totally invite you over for a beer. Rewards include 1 lukewarm Natty Ice for $5, but $10 will also get you 1 lukewarm Hot Pocket. And if you pledge $50 or more, Jared will explain how his life came to this. This next Kickstarter is not a racist campaign, but it is still somehow titled White Support. With the goal of $400,000, this unnamed group wants to rewrite the complete history of the white man. They even have a stretch goal of proposing White History Month to Congress. For a donation of $50 or more, you get an above-ground pool. For $200, you get a young fawn killed with a brand new hunting rifle. And for $500, you get a lightly used hunting rifle. Despite the name, this next project is a little bit more lighthearted. It's called Gossip with the Homeless. Jane and Liz from Boston want to fund a Gossip Girl marathon viewing party in the Boston Common. If they exceed their goal of $12,000, low-fat caramel popcorn for everyone. If you pledge $10 or more, you get a text from Gossip Girl, XOXO. And pledging $25 or more gets you a night with that dreamy-eyed fellow from the TV show Gossip Girl. And finally, $80 gets you a lifetime of free access to the Boston Common. This next one is called Hand Kittens, and it is brought to you by Amanda Breen from Podium. Amanda?
Yes. I'm just trying to replace everybody's hands with kittens.
Oh. And how much is your goal?
It's a low price, $4.4 million.
That's not, why is it so expensive?
Okay, so we have to keep replacing the kittens because if you don't, they turn into cats, and hand cats are just weird.
I understand. And what are you giving people for pledging money to your project?
All right, we're giving them a lot. For $10 or more, you get your choice of kitten gloves to be worn until the project is funded. Mm-hmm. For $1,000, you get access to advanced beta testing of hand kittens. And for $5,000, you get psychiatric help.
Well, thanks for that one, Amanda.
You're welcome.
Next up, we have a project called Vague Art, where you help some dude just create art. He's looking to raise $300 or his parents' approval. By pledging $15 or more, you just get art. But for $100 or more, you get better art. And for pledging the full goal of $300, you get a free dinner with his parents where you get to explain to them that naked origami is a legitimate art form. This next one seems very original. Zach B. from New Jersey is looking to fund Zach Braff's self-titled project, Zach Braff. Ultimately, the goal is Garden State 2, but Scrubs Season 10 would also be nice. If you pledge $50 or more, you get to write a line of dialogue for Zach Braff's life. If you pledge $5,000, we will all forget Scrubs Season 9. And if you pledge $1 million or more, you get a hearty thanks from everyone at the Zach Braff team, which is just Zach Braff. This next one's brought to you by the city of Burlington, Vermont. This next project is called Moonster Cheese. And this project is to cover the entire moon in cheese. Somehow, they're only asking for $200,000, which I just want to note is significantly less than hand kittens.
Excuse me? Okay, that's not fair. They don't have to deal with aging kittens. Cats are weird.
I think those are fair points. For Moonster Cheese, if you pledge $500 or more to Moonster Cheese, you get a queso-filled crater named after you. For $1,000, you actually get to go to the moon to help with the lunar cheesification. And by pledging $100,000 to Moonster Cheese, you get to change the name of the project to Good Night Moon. This next one is from Kevin from Denver, which no relation, it's not me. Though, like me, he's just a guy looking for love and for Susie Larson to go to prom with him. He's hoping to raise $500,000 to pay her. The name of this next project is, Please, Susie, Please. And if you pledge $5 or more, Kevin will give you a sweaty and weak handshake. For $10 or more, you get to have a conversation with Kevin where he'll look you in the eyes for some of it. And for $100,000, you can go to prom with his brother, famous Iranian television personality, Solange Knowles. Lastly, we have one started by Barack Obama, the POTUS, with a proposed goal of $1.32 trillion. He's asking to help him pay off the nation's debt to China. If you pledge $100 or more, Joe Biden will let you watch him play with his trains. And for a pledge of $10,000 or more, you get a Dakota. Limit 2. And for pledging the full goal of $1.32 trillion, you get to be president active immediately. Limit none. While Amanda and I sure do have a lot of fun hosting this show, outside of the studio, we're also attached at the hip. Let's look at some of our adventures.
Kevin, I need your help. Can I tell you a story?
Sure.
All right. When I was a little girl between the mid and late 1990s, every night my great second uncle Trad would read me the novel Alice in Wonderland.
How very curious.
Amanda?
Yeah.
Sorry, just sort of zoned out for a couple of minutes. I was worried.
Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about the influence of LSD on 20th century animation. Let's go to Wonderland.
I gotta do laundry.
Come on, Kevin. Don't you want some adventure? Don't you want to have died after testing your boundaries?
I already run a pretty controversial Twitter account. What more do you want from me?
I want you to run with me into the wild, through the rabbit hole, into Wonderland.
No.
But Kevin, I just found out that Wonderland is right here in Massachusetts. It has its own stop on the Blue Line. Who knew?
Are you sure that's not just an ironic name for a neighborhood? Like when you call a big guy Tiny, or when you call Bill Cosby's dad Malcolm Jamal Warner?
It's in the name. It's literally called Wonderland. It can be nothing but a land full of wonder, where your wildest dreams come true. Let's go to Wonderland.
Not really feeling it.
What's your favorite thing in the entire world?
I don't know. Probably when vending machines have that brand of grape soda I really like.
You know what I bet the vending machines in Wonderland have?
Knock-off Rolexes and signed headshots of Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah, probably, but also that brand of grape soda you love.
Everybody looks good with a purple mustache. Delicious.
Kevin?
Oh. What are we still doing here? Let's go to Wonderland.
Okay, but first let's change our clothes so that we fit in.
Yeah. Our guest tonight is a student at Boston University who's hosting the Happy Garden Variety Show at the Davis Square Theater on May 3rd, featuring music, stand-up, and sketch comedy. Please welcome Ian Blau.
Come here. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How's it going? Thanks
You're
so much
a cool
for
guy
joining us.
handshake. Thanks for
Thanks.
having me.
I felt it was really cool.
That was
firm.
a cool guy handshake.
Yeah.
Just for all of.
And you got a cool guy jacket.
And I
so
made sure
tall.
to dress up for your show.
Yep, I like it.
Real popular. Really making sure the audience here is getting their fair share of
eye
big
candy.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Happy Garden, because I'm super excited about it. I know it's a show that you started on your own. How long ago?
We started 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, early 2012. We started at BU in a dorm. And then,
awesome.
Yeah, and then we moved to Alston, like
Yep.
we are wont to do.
Yep.
And now we just invite a lot of people into our house and get it nice and crowded and yell at them.
Yeah,
Just
I've
yell
been
at
there.
people. You have been
I've
there.
been there. It's so cool because it's like you just have 30 people in a room that should fit 5.
Right, yeah. It's way too small.
Yeah, it's
way-
perfect.
it's perfect, yeah.
So it's great if you're claustrophobic.
Yeah, it's a claustrophobia
It's
awareness
a support
show.
group, yeah. We're all there for each
Yeah.
other.
That's great.
Sometimes too much.
That's why
and
we
so,
hugged.
and now you're moving it to the Davis Square Theater on
Yeah.
May 3rd.
And May 3rd, Saturday, May 3rd.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. Davis Square Theater in Somerville, Massachusetts. Should be a good time. We got 2 bands coming.
Yep.
We got this band called Calliope Musicals. They're from Austin,
Oh, cool.
Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that place. They came all the way up.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's like I just somehow got like 5 30-year-olds to come and like play folk music. So that'll be
That's
sweet.
gonna be great.
Yeah, and we got a band called Palm Spring Life from Alston. They're awesome. They
They're not
played at
from
the
Palm
house.
Springs?
They're not. No,
No.
they're from
They just
Alston, Massachusetts.
They just rep that lifestyle.
yeah, you know.
I'm just picturing like a
They're always
porch.
burnt. They're just 3 guys that are always very burnt.
I'm just picturing like 3 guys on a porch in Alston with just Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
I've never been to Palm
That's a
Springs.
normal occurrence in Alston
Yeah.
at this point.
And then you're gonna have stand-ups. I'm on the show. That's
You're on the
why we let you
show,
plug
know,
it.
conflict of interest.
Yep,
We're doing it on the show. Yeah, we got your old head writer, Jamie Loftus.
Yep, she's gonna be there.
She's there. We got a guy named Jiayong Lee.
Yep, one of my
from
favorite
MIT,
comics.
hilarious guy.
Yep.
We got a guy from New York City. His name's Bill Steitler.
Yeah.
You guys can find him on Vine. That's where he's famous. I'm just talking to the audience for no reason.
Yeah, that's great.
Do I talk to you? Do I talk to them? Either way, no one's
Mix it
gonna
up.
laugh at me, so it's fine. Guys, all right.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a great
No,
show.
he's gonna be great. I know Billy. He's super, super funny.
Yeah,
it's gonna
super
be awesome.
funny guy.
Yeah, I think it's important to note that I'm not there.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be a really great show. We got a good.
Actually, we had you on. This is. I'm actually Amanda's agent. We're here to see if she can replace Palm Spring Life. Oh, did you want to?
You put me on the
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah. You did ask me to say this.
I do have a Hawaiian shirt,
Oh.
if that helps.
it-
I can, not on me
Oh.
right now.
I just thought, you know,
Yeah, no.
maybe.
You think
I
all
should've
Hawaiian
come
shirts are
prepared.
formal wear?
Yeah.
Just right under.
Yeah.
I
Perfect.
was gonna wear the Hawaiian shirt, and then I was like, no, let's do a bright blue jacket and a t-shirt.
What if this interview ended up by us all just stripping off and having Hawaiian
Hawaiian
shirts, and then we were Palm Spring Life?
Yeah.
That'd be the most genius thing ever.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's how Blue Man Group started.
Yeah.
They just had blue paint on. They're like, guys, maybe we should just.
That's from their hit single.
That's their hit. Their hit. All right.
That's awesome.
Why'd you guys invite me?
And then I know you do a lot of other comedy. You were talking to
Yeah.
Amanda earlier.
Yeah, I heard you went on a tour with your friends and
We
did comedy in
yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah, an improv group I'm with. We just went on a spring break tour. We got in a, we rented a van because we wanted to be like a punk band.
Yep.
And we signed up online. We got it through this like punk band company, and so we're like the punk band company.
There's a punk band up.
Yeah, Punk Band LLC.
All you need to be a punk band is a van.
Yeah.
Green
And a
Green
corporation.
Vans. Green Vans LLC. Anyways, so they had an option where they're like, you can get a sponsored van and it's a cheaper price. And we're like, all right, it'll be sponsored with like the company name on it. Sure. I like come up and pull up, and it's a huge bright red van with stereo equipment advertised on the front. So it's just
great.
12 just like college age kids who were just hungover every day driving this big van.
Yeah.
And we went up to Canada and performed at McGill College.
Okay.
And so getting up there, it was like no big deal.
Yep.
Like we just like pulled in, and like Canada, they like searched our bags, they went through everything, but they're like, literally they put all our stuff back more organized than it was. Like only in Canada. Like our stuff was just like thrown in the back, and they literally like took it out and like went through and like organized it perfectly. Smooth
Can
sailing.
you just call in like the border police to like clean up your apartment?
I should. I'll get a nice pamphlet
Okay,
out
great,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, go to your next thing.
They
Ian.
come in and they just leave like a horse in a top hat. I don't know. What are those hats called they wear up there?
It's Canadian hats.
Hockey helmets. That's
Hockey
what I was thinking.
helmets.
Okay.
So that was cool, and then Canada's awesome, and then we came back.
Uh-huh.
We were supposed to perform at a college in Maine, Colby College, and they called us, and we had to drive through like bum crap Montreal, like
Yep.
rural nowhere, and we finally get to this one Maine outpost, and we go and they start checking our bags, and they open it, and the first thing they find is a fake ID. We all get taken away for like 3 hours, and I'm 21, by the way.
So
all
it was not yours.
Was not me.
But it was just a passport that had your face and said Barack Obama.
I was trying. I
Yes.
was trying, Joe. We are split up, and we're like,
Yep.
oh no, man. And they taken the kids who had the fake IDs into another room. All right. And so all we did is we were like, oh, we have some juggling balls, and literally just in like rural nowhere Maine, we just put on a juggling show for these custom guys. And it was like,
And then they let you through?
and then they're like, yeah, you guys are good.
That's so
Yeah,
great.
let's go. They're like, and then they go, we'll see you at Colby.
That's awesome. You want to stick around and play a game after this?
Yeah, I'd love
awesome.
to.
Guys, we'll be right back with Ian Blau. We're back with Ian Blau. As a college senior, I'm getting ready to enter the real world, where I might have to do all kinds of things to support myself before my career in the entertainment industry really takes off. So I figured that I could take this chance to get some hands-on job experience in a variety of careers. So we have a couple of my different secondary career options. For this first one, obviously, I might end up in the pizza industry. I think that we've all seen that. So what we are going to do is we're going to have me try out making a pizza.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
my own arms. And this
Yeah, we
tomato
got-
sauce,
Got
which,
some great Lunchables.
yep.
Oh,
I like a lot of sauce on there.
yeah.
I like it
He's
to
just-
look like I murdered a pizza
He's just going for it.
and with cheese in the studio. Oh, ew. Good. That sure is
Is that
delicious.
good?
I love to just put it in my face and stain my own suit. Those are some of my hobbies. Sometimes people only use tomato sauce as food. I think you should use it as a blush.
Yeah.
Just, some people like to be, we don't have a makeup artist in studio, so sometimes I'll put, cheese on my nose, kind of like to show my personality overall. Perfect.
Yep. I don't think you're good at this.
No. So maybe I'll stick to a different career. But I think that it's definitely an option. So we might try out some other careers. I
Just
think.
ripping it apart.
Do I have anything on my face?
No, you look good.
Okay,
No,
good,
nothing.
perfect.
Hey, did you make a pizza?
Yes, I did.
Oh, sorry, I just left for a second.
Oh, okay. Next, we're going to have, Ian, obviously, you're graduating school as well, and I know that
am.
you've always wanted to be a painter.
It is my thing. My mom's a painter, actually.
Oh.
She's an art teacher.
So you got to follow in that family,
I
family
do.
footsteps. And so Ian's going to do some painting here.
Okay.
A little bit of watercolors. We have a
We should pose.
watercolors set up, and
Let me just get my.
I'm about to leave blank.
Yeah. I just need to stretch my arms.
I'm just going to move some water back.
I really only have 2 wrists.
Yeah.
That's kind of how this works.
It was, yep. You had a great baseball career as a child.
I did.
So Ian, just walk us through what you're doing here.
So what I'm doing is kind of an interpretation. I like. Hold on. I just need to. There you go.
Perfect. Let me know if you need any help.
No, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay, good.
I'm an
I just wanted to check
independent
that you're good.
human, Kevin.
Yeah.
So first thing I like to do is I like to put the yellow, and I like to just, put stuff that is like, that's very obviously that you can see with the yellow.
Yep,
Just a
definitely.
nice, obvious
Kind of
layer.
create a glow.
Then I like to touch the white and the black and just mix those together.
Yep, very progressive.
It's really good. By the way, how's your suit doing?
My suit is wonderful. It looks
Good.
great.
I only have $50 to my name, so
Yep.
don't blame that on me. Yeah, now I'm putting some blue with some yellow. It's really turning out well. Here, I'll show the audience real quick, just the idea of what I'm.
Oh yeah, you should show them the painting.
So we got these HD cameras, so if we can just zoom in. I'm looking at camera 4 for this, camera 3 for this one.
Perfect.
Yeah, you see right there. If I can just point to where I think is best. I think right in the corner where there's no paint really shows my strongest area.
Awesome.
So that's just some painting I like to do.
I think that was really well done. I think we should give a round of applause for this magnificent art
Thank
piece.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That was some beautiful art.
yeah, I drew. It's a picture of you.
Yeah. So we'll be selling that after the show to finance my new suit. And then I know that one thing that Amanda has always talked about is that you wanted to be a makeup artist.
Yeah.
You were always upset that we never had one on shows,
Yeah.
which is why sometimes I have to cover myself in tomato sauce. And so I thought that maybe we could give you the chance to try that out. Maybe we could demonstrate on Ian.
Yeah, I don't have a
Okay.
long, lonely tea ride home to do.
No, I
Yeah,
think
let's do this.
I think definitely that is probably the best thing to do. So I'll leave that out there.
No,
and then you can
All
try
right.
that out.
So Amanda, have you ever done this before?
Nope.
I did a lot of theater in high school, so I can.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Look at this. So many color options that I
Oh,
just
boy.
I can't even open the thing.
You want me to do it?
Because there's too
yeah,
many
no,
colors.
You want to help Amanda out with that?
Hey, Kevin,
Yeah.
if you give me and Amanda a moment to just.
Yeah, like, leave us alone.
Here, Amanda, I just want some nice. Actually, let me get.
What
the
are you looking
colors. I want
for?
the colors. I don't know. Just go with that one.
Yeah, the white one.
Do the white one. Oh, yeah. Good.
You
Cover
can,
that
yeah,
pimple.
It's like matching with your complexion.
I'm sure.
And shadow, yeah.
Just
those
dig
things.
right in there.
Yeah, just get all the colors.
Good.
Because you don't want your natural complexion. You
No.
want a different one.
I like that there's a little mirror that I can check on here. Looks
You
good,
should
Kevin.
wait until it's done.
Yeah, I
It's
should.
just in progress now, so it doesn't look as good as it
No,
will.
I get it.
Yeah, you get it? Okay.
You're really trying hard. Trying to get the problem here is. I really want some color though. How do we?
Yeah, we should get the color.
I think it's like. It's like you guys.
I want the color.
It's so crazy. You guys just ran out and bought this and like didn't even look at it
Yeah,
before.
we didn't even look. We got the color.
Great.
I got the color.
Man, I wish Kevin was here so you could see how this game is played correctly. Where you just have to.
Yeah.
That looks good. You know what? I think this is good. I gotta.
Oh.
Oh, Ian, you look so beautiful.
Thanks.
Guys, we'll be right back.
Giant.
Just a giant. Good times.
I can't wait to get to a vending machine and get that brand of grape soda that I like.
And I can't wait to find my great second Uncle Trad.
Yeah. Hello? Uh-huh. Yes? Who's he? Okay. Yes? No. Okay, thank you. Where's my doctor? I'm allergic to that brand of grape soda that I like.
No. Come on, let's look at the ocean. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
Is the ocean full of allergen-free grape soda?
No.
Then how could it possibly make me feel better?
Dearest Amanda, or whomever finds this message, the odds that you, my great second niece Amanda, would happen upon this bottle are obviously pretty much zero. Then again, the odds were pretty small that I'd actually find Wonderland, but here I am. I found Wonderland. Not that bore of a train station, but the actual one where Alice lives. She's not the adventurer she used to be. Being a maid for the Brady Bunch really took it out of her, but Alice and I are still very happy nonetheless. I've been meaning to visit, but the public rabbit hole system is a wreck. They're supposed to stay open later soon, in which case, maybe I'll make my way out to Boston to say hello. I'm sure you've grown up to be the incredible young woman I imagined you would be, but just remember what I always told you. If you ever piss yourself, just pretend that you spilled soup. With all my love, Tradulus.
That's incredible. But I'm still upset I didn't get that type of grape soda that I like.
You want my Sobe?
Don't be ridiculous. Did you ever write back to your uncle?
Yeah, I think I wrote exactly what he wanted to hear. Cool. Amanda.
I don't know if you guys are doing this, but BuzzFeed's new quiz feature has been blowing up on the internet. Yeah, you can take quizzes on all sorts of things, like what kind of candy you are, to what city you should live in, and I think this is just great. I've been learning a lot about myself lately on these quizzes. For example, I am not a Carrie like I first assumed. I am a Miranda.
I am a Mr. Big.
So Amanda and I figured that we could take a few quizzes now to find out more about each other and grow together as a unit.
I'm just really excited to click on the pictures.
So here's our first quiz, is which well-known or not so well-known U.S. citizen are you? The first question here is pick a thing that makes you sad. And our options are an ice cream cone that's fallen on the ground, eating an ice cream cone off of the ground, or Joaquin Phoenix. I'm obviously going to go with an ice cream cone that's fallen on the ground because you don't get the joy of picking it back up.
That makes sense. I'm gonna go with Joaquin Phoenix. Just makes me so sad.
Yeah. The next question here is pick a thing to read, and our options are The Virgin Suicides, Playboy Magazine, and a pamphlet for a woman's health clinic.
I'm gonna go with Playboy Magazine.
For the articles?
No, for the pictures of the naked women.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
And I'll go with a pamphlet for a woman's health clinic. You can never be too informed.
That's true.
Yep. The next question here, pick a color, and our options are aquamarine, turquoise, and teal.
This is tough.
It's a tough one. I'm going to go with aquamarine because it just sounds, tropical.
All right, I'm gonna go with turquoise because it makes me think of turtle.
Oh.
It's just the tur sound.
Yeah.
Turtle, turquoise.
Like the opposite of a rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah. This next question, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead, which one of these three would it be? And our options are David Spade, Mahatma Gandhi, and yogurt from the movie Spaceballs. I would go with Mahatma Gandhi because I think that's what people want to hear.
I'm gonna go with David Spade because I don't know the other two.
Next question, what are you most afraid of? And our options are spiders, heights, and losing the soundtrack to the Lizzie McGuire movie. Yeah, see the reaction on that? It's such a sad. That's my biggest fear, would be losing the soundtrack to that movie. It's all that holds me together.
Well, I would never let that happen. So my biggest fear is spiders.
Yeah, because of the legs.
They're just creepy.
Yeah. And the next question, what's your favorite song? And our options are So Yesterday by Hilary Duff, Why Not by Hilary Duff, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town cover by Hilary Duff.
I think this one is obvious.
Pretty you want to do our answer on 3?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Why Not by Hilary Duff.
If you're wondering why not? All right, so let's see. Amanda, who did you get?
Okay, I got Mary Beth Linden of Lincoln, North Dakota. Born 1945, died 1976. She invented mouse pads and donated all of the money she made to cystic fibrosis research.
Oh, it's like a nice thing to get. I wonder who I got. I got Marnie from Girls. Marnie? I don't even find her relatable. I'm sorry, Amanda, we've got to take another quiz. I'm not going to just settle on that.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll take one that can't end up as Marnie. This one is, what time period should you live in? The first question is, pick something to drink, and our options are a cup of tea, a glass of wine, and Drano. I'm going to go with tea. I think that is the fanciest.
I'm also going to go with tea because you shouldn't drink Drano. I don't know if people know that, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Thank you for that advice.
Yes.
I will change that in my calendar. I had an appointment to drink Drano after the show.
You cancel that.
Yeah, definitely. This next one is your friends would describe you as, and our options are spunky, adventurous, or friends. I'm going to say spunky.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go with friends.
The inquisitive version of the 1990s sitcom?
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what my friends think of me.
Yeah. You're a Chandler?
Sure.
The next. Our next question is to pick a person with an ugly nose, and our options are Owen Wilson, or Luke Wilson. I'm gonna go with Owen Wilson, but the second one, because you're reminded of it.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Owen Wilson, the first one, just because of the shock value.
Yeah. This next one, which rom-com is your life? The options are Must Love Dogs, Failure to Launch, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'll go with How the Grinch Stole Christmas, I think.
Who would you play?
The Ornament.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm obviously gonna go with Failure to Launch. I really relate to Sarah Jessica Parker.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
The next question, have you ever thought about your mom in that way? Our options are yes, no, or yes, but I'm adopted. No.
You seem questionable there.
Oh, she's watching.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. It's just my answer.
Yeah. Me too. The next one is to pick a Daniel Day-Lewis. And our options are Daniel Day-Lewis in The Last of the Mohicans, Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln, and just like casual Daniel Day-Lewis. I'll go with that. Maybe him in like khakis or something.
Okay. I'm obviously going to go with Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln because of the top hat and the beard, and I feel like I should get them.
The top hat and the beard? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Or the role of Lincoln?
Either.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with either.
Perfect. All right, now, what did you get, Amanda?
Okay, I got medieval Europe. If you survive childbirth, you will promptly die from the Black Plague. But damn, do you look fly in a cloak. I do look fly.
And I got Marnie in the second season of Girls. All right, when we come back, Royale are going to play a couple of songs for us. Stay tuned. They have a show tomorrow at Church of Boston and another one next week at the Phoenix Landing in Cambridge performing I Don't Know You, and please welcome Royale.
I'll be your hand to hold, so don't show it, cause I don't wanna know it. We all got things that keep us up at night. You won't share yours and I won't share mine. I don't know ya, I don't know ya at all. I don't know ya, I don't know ya at all. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Don't know you. Then I'm told, I told you everything. A soft oh, a door closed. Oh, I don't know ya. Don't know ya at all. I don't know ya. I don't know ya at all. I don't know ya. I don't know ya at all. I don't know ya. I don't know ya at all. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Who the hell?
Old Spice.
Closing time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt something over there. Don't forget your ass crack.
We just came from the marathon. Could you get me?
Last year, I'm not done yet. We ran .2. This is 26 left.
Closing time. Lennon and Emerson. Emerson. Closing time. I spent some time before this memorizing lyrics I don't remember. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home.
I got a group headband.
Hey everyone, thank you so much. That's our show. Thank you to our musical guest Royale and to Ian Blau. Thank you so much for coming and good night.